So we are talking about value, right, versus tenure. So your tenure, how long you've been on the job, right, and your value. So we're going to go through a short presentation that I have, and let's have a discussion. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. How do we feel about loyalty, right, versus what we bring to the table and what we bring to our organizations and the companies where we work at? We want to talk through this. And then we want to get some strategies. Y'all know I got some examples and all of that. So we make sure that we're all aligned and we understand and we know what's going on. How do we determine our value? How do we even determine that? Right? And if I've been with a company for X amount of years, do I feel entitled? Like they should give me more money. They should give me a promotion. They should give me a stretch project. They should give me some type of recognition. Do we feel like that? Is that how we feel, y'all? I don't know. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Ange, if you want to hop over, I'm just pulling myself up so I can see myself. Go ahead and share my screen. Ange, if you want to hop. And she always talking. Talking. Hush. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to get into it. Y'all ready? All right, cool. I got you. I see you, Janelle. I see you. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get this party started. And we're going to share the screen, entire screen. And I want to make sure that when I flip, because I got to get on another browser that are, y'all can see it. Let me see. I want to make sure. Yep, there we go. Y'all ready? All right, let's get into it. Let me see if I can put this in presentation. Yes, I think I can. Maybe I can't. There we go. Okay, beyond tenure. So we're talking about beyond the number of years that you work, right? So we're talking beyond tenure, cultivating value in midlife corporate careers. We're going to discuss tonight navigating the dynamics of tenure and value in corporate America for midlife professionals. You know, this is what we specialize in, right? So we want to make sure we're speaking directly to our current condition, our current situation, where we are currently in this stage of life, as well as our careers. This is important as you continue to maneuver through the workforce. You want to ensure that your perspective is not one of someone that doesn't have experience, someone that has not, doesn't have a history in corporate America. You all have history, you have experience, and I'm going to always advocate for you all to leverage that experience and that knowledge. So tonight we want to change our perspective around thinking like everybody else because we're different. We have experience. We bring a lot to the table. So now we want to think about our value because it's all about our perspective. If we can change the way we think about a thing, then our actions will align with that. All right, let's go. So the dynamics of tenure and value in career progression. And progression can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Some people want to climb the ladder. Some people want a promotion. Some people just want more money. Some people want more responsibilities, a different type of scope of work. So progression for Teresa, for Derek, for Zal can look different, right? It doesn't always have to be centered around money or even a promotion. Progression to some is actually getting to maybe this type of company that you've always worked for. So in line with that, we want to think about our perspective and our career progression. Now, let's talk about the path. And we're talking about, again, tenure versus value. So the path. In the early stages of our careers, the path seems somewhat straightforward. We join a company, learn the ropes, prove our worth, and gradually climb up the ladder, with promotions and raises coming at regular intervals. However, as we progress, we might notice that this trajectory starts to plateau. The tenure that once acted as a testament to our loyalty and dedication doesn't seem to hold the same weight anymore. How many of us feel like that? because we've been at what we're doing at our employer or the same type of work or the same title, it doesn't feel like it holds the same weight that it did. Now, this brings us to a common misconception that many harbor, that tenure should naturally equate to value, recognition, and career advancement. Again, we're changing our perspective on what we think about when it comes to being recognized, being valued, and career advancement. Let's keep going. So we know this already, right? Corporate is evolving. In this digital age, the pace of change is rapid, and the skills and attributes that are considered valuable are continually shifting. Companies are increasingly looking beyond tenure. They're looking beyond tenure, okay? They're focusing more on the value an employee brings to the table, their ability to adapt, innovate, and contribute to the company's growth in meaningful ways. We're going to get into those meaningful ways, okay? This brings us to the core objective of the presentation today. We aim to dissect the true correlation between tenure and value in the contemporary workplace. More importantly, we aspire to inspire, and we're always equipping ourselves because we're seasoned professionals to navigate this changing landscape successfully. Through this presentation, I encourage each of you to look beyond tenure. Again, changing our perspective of how we think about how long we've been there. I'm guilty as well. You always hear me talking about, I've been doing this for 30 years or 3 decades or something like that. Nobody cares. This is me talking to me. What value do I bring to the company? So we want to focus on cultivating and demonstrating value in your roles, thereby carving out a fulfilling and progressive career path, even in the middle stages of your professional journey. Doesn't matter how old you are. Doesn't matter. You don't feel it, right? We still have value to bring. That's why we get so frustrated when we're not getting the money that we want, or we're not getting the promotions that we want, or getting the jobs that we want. This is why that frustration is, because we know we have value to bring to the table. So again, we're talking about tenure versus value. Now let's take a look at this. Let's look at the overlooked project manager. All right, you see her here. She's working. Look at her. She's working. She's a project manager. If you're on IG, come over to YouTube real quick. I'm sharing my screen. The overlooked project manager. Now, a project manager in a very well-established software company has been with the company for over 8 years. Now, these are real clients, but I've not shared names, okay? Despite successfully leading several projects and having a good track record, they haven't received a promotion or significant raise. This individual has seen the golden days of traditional marketing and has been a significant player in that era. However, as the world shifted, actually, this should say, my bad, y'all, this should say the overlooked marketing manager, okay? So this is what this is speaking to. However, as the world shifted towards digital platforms, their reluctance to adapt, we're talking about this person right here, to adapt and innovate has kept them in the same position for years. Despite their tenure, the value they bring to the table seems to be diminishing, overshadowed by younger professionals who are more adept at digital strategies. This is a reminder to midlife corporate professionals that tenure alone cannot guarantee career progression. It emphasizes the need to continually evolve and adapt, enhancing one's value proposition in the corporate landscape. Your value proposition is what you specifically as a person bring to the table. Again, we want to change our mind. We want to change our perspective. We want to get out of the mind frame of thinking about, I've been here for 8 years. I've been here for 11 years. I've been here for 15 years. I deserve this. I feel overlooked. I feel undervalued. I feel stagnant, right? You have stayed there for that long. And if you feel overlooked and if you don't feel valued, who should you be talking to? Who should we be talking about? Let's take a look at the complacent operations supervisor. An operations supervisor with over 20 years of experience has been managing the day-to-day operations efficiently, but hasn't taken initiatives to improve or optimize the existing processes. This supervisor has been a reliable figure in the company, ensuring that the daily operations run smoothly. However, their reluctance to embrace new technologies and methodologies to streamline processes has hindered their growth within the company. While their tenure speaks volumes about their loyalty, the lack of initiative to bring more value to the company has kept them from moving up the corporate ladder. This example resonates with many midlife professionals who might find themselves in a similar position. It serves as a nudge to step out of the comfort zone, to innovate and optimize, thereby increasing their value proposition in the company. How many of you can relate to being somewhere for a long time, but maybe you haven't raised your hand, you haven't taken the initiative? Can I be honest with you all? This was not a client. This is somebody I actually talked to. And when I shared with them what it would take to get them to where they wanted to go, they weren't willing to do that. Now, I've never openly shared that, but this is real. I'm gonna be straight up with you all. And so everybody isn't willing, and that's okay. It's okay. But if you want what you want, you have to do what it takes to get there. Okay? So this is saying, this is a little nudge to get out of your comfort zone. If you want to climb the ladder, if you don't feel like you're being heard, if you feel undervalued, if you're not motivated, if you're not challenged in what you do, it just may be time to make a move. Okay? So getting out the comfort zone. To innovate, that's reskilling or upskilling. You all know we talk about that all the time. Optimize means just dialing all of that in to create your very own value proposition in your company. Now, let's take a look at this, right? We took a look at two different types of people, right? Again, we're talking about tenure versus value. Now, let's look at this from a capitalistic perspective. So we're thinking about a company, right? As we delve deeper into our discussion, it's essential to grasp the broader perspective that governs the corporate sector in today's capitalistic society. This is important. This understanding is crucial in steering our careers successfully, especially as we navigate the middle stages of our professional journey. Now, the reason why I brought this up is because, again, we're changing our mindset. We're changing our perspective around how we think about our value and what we bring to the table. If it's all about how long you've been there, you're already behind the 8 ball. Because nobody cares about how long you've done a thing. I know that doesn't sound nice, but y'all know I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. It's what value you bring to the table. Again, changing our perspective, and I'm going to show you more. Let's go. Again, capitalistic perspective. Traditionally, companies operated on a tenure-based recognition system where the length of service was a significant determinant in promotions, raises, and other benefits. This system was grounded in the belief that loyalty and time served were direct indicators of an employee's value. However, the modern corporate landscape has transitioned towards a value-based recognition system. I'm going to say that again. A value-based recognition system. In this approach, the focus extends beyond the duration of your association with the company to encompass the tangible and intangible value you bring to the organization. So it extends beyond just how long you've been there. This value could manifest through innovative solutions, process efficiencies, or adaptability to the dynamic market trends. Already giving you some clues on how you can manifest value. As seasoned professionals, like all of you are, recognizing and adapting to this shift is not just beneficial, but vital. Y'all know when y'all go to the doctor and you get your vital signs to keep you alive? This shift is not just beneficial, it's vital. Let's look at this corporate communication specialist. To further illustrate this concept, and I'm staying on here for a reason, it's a reason. Let's look at the role of a corporate communication specialist. Initially, their role was largely centered around managing public relations and internal communications through traditional channels. However, with the rise of social media and digital platforms, the scope of corporate communications has broadened significantly, encompassing brand management, social media strategy, and content marketing. How many of you have communication specialists or you know of one that have worked in a company, maybe now or in the past, and they sent out all internal communications? Maybe they, said something during a town hall or all hands on meeting. Now their role encompasses brand management, the branding of the company, social media strategy, and content marketing. So now their description, their scope of work has evolved. Now, if our communication specialist chose to stick to the traditional methods without adapting to the new avenues of the digital communication, their value to the company might diminish. Despite their long tenure, they might find themselves overshadowed by newer entrants who bring fresh perspectives and expertise in navigating the complex digital communications landscape, effectively enhancing the company's brand presence and engagement in the digital sphere. This particular person, you didn't see anything on here about age. So if we have it locked in our mind that somebody else that's younger than us is going to come in and take our jobs, most of the time, you all, that's not the case. Most of the time, it's because of the value that they're bringing to the company. Yeah, they may be younger, for sure. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. It happened to me. But they brought something with them. Okay? Again, we're changing our perspective. I'm going to hit this one more time because it's that important. This is how the company thinks about it. Companies value over tenure focus. If I was taking notes, this is what I would write down. Companies value over tenure focus. If I'm creating my resume, if you're thinking about doing your resume or your LinkedIn profile, your cover letter, before I get started, I would think about, okay, I'm going to apply for this job, or I really want this promotion, and I want to go in and talk to my leadership team about elevating me to the director role. Let me think about the value that I have been able to obtain and acquire since I've been here. It's not about the fact that I've been here for 12 or 13 years. Let me think from a value perspective. Companies now focus on employee value generation rather than tenure for recognition and rewards. Why did Sally get the bonus point? Why did Linson get the spot bonus? How come they didn't change my title to this? Companies value over tenure focus. The shift towards value-based metrics. This is another phrase I would write down. There is an increasing shift from tenure-based metrics to value-based metrics for assessing employee contribution. So if your boss, if your senior leadership team, if they have high potential lists, and every company does, how are they measuring it? How are they assessing it? This is how value-based metrics for assessing employee contributions. Adapting to changing dynamics. Again, we're looking at it from a capitalistic perspective. Employees need to adapt to the changing corporate dynamics and focus on enhancing their value proposition. Demonstrating value over time. It is critical for employees to demonstrate increased value generation over time through impactful contributions. Okay, Kelly, break that down. All these words, what does this mean? Over time, if you've been there for 8 years, 7 years, 11 years, 13 years, and all you've done was go to work, put your head down, do your work, and leave. Come in, go to work, put your head down, go to lunch, and leave. Come in, go, and you haven't contributed value? Are you on that list? Are you someone that generates value to the company? Compensation and rewards are now driven by employee value rather than tenure or seniority. So no, you're not getting the raise, and I'm going to give it to Bob, even though he's only been here for 3 years. But you know what Bob doing? He's making us money. I know you've been here for 13 years, but Bob and Gina making us money, and we don't want them to go anywhere. Y'all got me? Now, we're still looking at a company's perspective. Evaluating value. A company's perspective. Now, let's dive into how companies evaluate employees' value. We looked at that a little bit. Now, from this perspective, it's a little complex. It's often involving both quantitative and qualitative assessments. Now, we talked about the perspective. Let's get into, okay, Kelly, what do we need to do? How do we fix this? What are some moves we can make? Let's look and see from a quantitative and qualitative assessment, because how are they deciding, not just money, but scope of work? How are they deciding that Zal deserves to work on that initiative and project, and we're going to give her a break from what she's doing to work on this? Why did they pick Zal? Right? How come they didn't pick Susan or Angela? Let's see how they're assessing. How can they determine? I come into work, we all come in at the same time at 9 o'clock. How are they assessing all of us? Quantitative assessment. Let's look at it. From a quantitative standpoint, companies often look at the direct contributions an employee makes towards revenue and profits. Ding, ding, we just heard that. Didn't we just hear that? Didn't we say Bob was bringing in money? Sales? This could be through securing lucrative deals, enhancing product quality. Look at that new iPhone. iPhone just came out today, right? Somebody thought about that little button. Now we ain't got to flip the switch. It's a button now. So they enhance the product quality, which inevitably is going to make them more money. Or implementing strategies that lead to cost savings, right? Susan saved us money. Let's go ahead and give her a bonus, because maybe she can think of some other ways to save us more money. Now, as experienced professionals, we can enhance our quantitative value by focusing on, I would write this down, if this is something that I was concerned about or wanted to hop on. As experienced professionals, we can enhance our quantitative value by focusing on initiatives that directly impact the company's bottom line, showcasing our ability to drive growth and profitability. That whole sentence right there. That whole sentence right there. How can we do this, Kelly? How am I being assessed, Kelly? As an experienced professional, you can enhance your quantitative value by focusing on initiatives that directly impact the company's bottom line, showcasing your ability to drive growth and profitability. You've been in the town hall meetings. You were a part of the all hands on call. Your department, your business unit had a quarterly meeting, right? There was initiatives that were talked about. Did you raise your hand for any? Did you think about which one of those initiatives are going to, did you think of which one of the initiatives are going to drive money or drive, impact the company's bottom line? How can you get involved? Did you take that home and think on it, strategically think about that? Qualitative. We talked about quantitative. We're just two things, quantitative and qualitative assessments. How is my boss assessing me as being valuable or not valuable to this department, to this company, to this organization? 2024 is coming. There's conversations happening. You've seen the doors closed. You know that there's been meetings happening. Your boss hasn't been available. There's projections happening for 2024, 2025, 2026. On the other hand, qualitative value encompasses the softer aspects of employees' contributions. We talked about bringing money to the bottom line, right? Or impacting the bottom line. Now, this qualitative It includes the roles we play in leadership and mentorship. This is the sentence I would write down. It includes the roles we play in leadership and mentorship, fostering a positive work environment, and driving innovation within our teams. Our adaptability, especially in the face of industry shifts, also forms a significant part of this qualitative value. This is a value. As midlife professionals, we have the experience. We all have the experience, you all, to lead by example, nurturing younger talents and fostering a culture of innovation and adaptability within the organization. IG, if you come over to YouTube, I'm sharing the screen if you want to see that. So again, as midlife professionals, we have experience that a younger generation does not have. If we want to ensure that we're being assessed on the value we bring from a qualitative perspective, here are 3 points. Leading by example. If you have an ERG group at your company, if you have a mentorship program, if there's interns there, do you want to reach out to talent acquisition and say, when you bring in the interns for the winter, I want to be a part of that. I want to help them to whatever, right? Nurturing, fostering a culture of innovation and adaptability within the organization. So 2 ways that you're being assessed as a person that brings value to an organization, quantitative and qualitative. Here's some of the challenges that companies face in an effort to assess this, right? It's not as easy as it sounds, right? From a company perspective. Now, this is not for you to do, but here's some of the challenges that I wanted to share that they face. Companies often face challenges in accurately evaluating an employee's value, especially when it comes to roles that do not have a direct connection to sales or revenue. Maybe, right? Maybe you don't do anything that has anything to do with money. It becomes a complex task to quantify contributions and balance it with tenure during compensation decisions. Now we're talking about money, right? Who's going to get the most when it comes to the performance review? Because they talk about it. They tell you not to, but you know your colleagues talk about, oh, Jan got 3%. Derek got 2%. Lindsay got 5%? Why? How'd they figure that out? What was that? As seasoned professionals, understanding this complexity can guide us in effectively showcasing our value, blending both our experience and our contributions to position ourselves favorably in the corporate landscape. That right there is a mouthful. Blending both your experience and your contributions. How many times have we talked about an achievement-based resume? How many times have we talked about showing how we've been able to drive outcomes and highlighting that on the resume? Some of us play small, we shrink, we suppress everything that we know when really we should be bragging and boasting on our contributions and our experience. I've been doing this for how long, right? Some of you, X amount of years. And I know for a fact that if you've been doing it for X amount of years, you have a success track that should definitely be highlighted. Again, you're blending both your experience and your contributions. And what this does, key word here, is position you favorably in the corporate landscape. All right, I think I drove that home. Let's look at some strategies. Y'all ready? Let's look at some strategies and then I'm gonna see what y'all talking about. Okay, we talked about it all through the presentation, right? Pursue continuous learning, strategies for enhancing your value. We talked about it from a quantitative and a qualitative perspective. We looked at what the company was looking at. We all know it's about money, right? We know this. We know this. Okay, so how do I position myself? We just saw that in the last slide. Take courses, get certifications, read books, articles, and stay updated on industry trends and expand your skill set. Right? It sounds basic. I know. I get it. But let me tell you something, right? I was so proud of everyone that has been sending me their certification. And I committed to creating a career path for those that took. Last month, we had an AI session for those that are new to me. Last month, we did a whole month on artificial intelligence. And I shared a certification for a prompt engineer. And I said, anyone that takes that, you show me, you send me your certification, I'm going to create you a career path to get to that prompt engineer position, no matter where you are right now. Right? So continuous learning, this is how you add value. Take on new responsibilities. I just talked about that. How many people are raising their hand when all these meetings are happening? Volunteer for challenging projects and roles outside of your job description to gain new experiences and showcase your capabilities. You keep doing the same thing, guess what you're going to get? We all know. We know if we keep doing the same thing. Build internal and external networks. Develop relationships throughout the organization and industry to increase visibility and uncover new opportunities. One of the things that we're real bad about, not none of y'all on here, but maybe somebody watching the replay. We don't go outside of people that don't do what we do, that don't look like we do, that don't talk like we do, that don't whatever. We're in a global society. We've been working remote now for years now. Before it became even popular, I was doing it for 12 years. We have distributed teams all over the world. Some of you work with people in other countries, in other states, in other cities. This is a hint. It's a clue. We are in a global digitized society, global, all over the world, digitized. This is your network. These are the things that you want to build, right? Develop those relationships. Communicate your value. Track achievements. Tie efforts directly to company goals. We talked about that. Quantify results and proactively share with stakeholders. That's an email, y'all. It's not scary. You have touch bases. You have one-on-one conversations. You're in meetings. I know you are. You can slide that right in there. Oh, you guys, guess what? It was such a success when we went to the conference. Stacy and I went to the conference and it was a huge success. We got so many people talking about the company and what we bring to the table. I was so excited. Oh, wow, that is fantastic. You can talk about it. There's a way to talk about it where you don't sound like you're bragging on yourself. You just talk about it. Identify because let me say this. If you don't, who will? If you don't brag on yourself, who will? I got a lot to say. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna do it. Here we go. Identify problems and propose solutions. Look for ways to improve processes, reduce costs, increase efficiency, and contribute ideas to move the organization forward. Again, we're thinking about strategies for enhancing value. Identify problems and propose solutions. Obtain advanced certifications and degrees. Pursue professional designations, advanced degrees, and specialized training to enhance expertise in high demand areas. We just had a group of y'all do that last month. Super, super, super proud of you all. Super, super proud of you all. Right? Let's wrap this up. In conclusion, tenure does not equate value. Let's change our mindset on that. Value is demonstrated through proactivity, growth mindset, and continuous skill development. Be proactive, you all. Even if during your touch, you ask the question to your boss, what are the 3 priorities for this quarter? What are the 3 main priorities you want to see in 2024? You write those down and you think about them. Okay, I remember being on the live session. I remember we talked about, we want to think about the things that's bringing money. Which one of these will bring in money, will affect the bottom line? Which one of these? Okay, I'm going to go back during our next touch base in a month. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to look on my intranet. I'm going to look on the web. I'm going to talk to whoever's working on this and see what it's all about and see how I can get involved. Focus on enhancing your value proposition. Take initiatives Seek continuous learning. Develop key skills to adapt to evolving landscape. You guys notice a theme here? Look at the first one, continuous. Look at the second one, continuous learning. All of us should be students. All of us are always learning. We can learn from anybody. There's people on the live right now, above you and below you in the comment section. Get their LinkedIn, connect to them. You'll be surprised who they know. You'll be surprised. Advocate for value-based recognition. Encourage fair evaluation and reward based on value generation, not just tenure. So advocate for yourself. Let's stop shrinking. Let's stop suppressing ourselves. Let's stop playing small. We know what we bring to the table, but in order for us to get what we want, sometimes we got to advocate for ourselves. All right? As a midlife professional, focus on cultivating value through continuous growth, skill development, and impactful initiatives. Advocate for a culture that recognizes and rewards value over tenure. All right, what do we think? What do we think? Was that helpful? How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? Let me see what y'all saying. How do we feel about that? Hey, Facebook user, who is that? Tivia, is that you? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? How do we feel, y'all? How do we feel about that? Listen, some of you all know I'm a huge football fan. When my dad was alive, he watched every sport, and I don't care what it was, golf, baseball, football, whatever it was. And I mean, you couldn't even hear. He was yelling so loud. So I'm a huge football fan. So I've been following Coach Prime, right? I've been watching, and I provide commentary. I provide commentary on the Threads app. So if y'all see me over there, you'll be like, oh my gosh. So I provide comment. But here's the thing I love about him, regardless of how you feel about it. Remember in the presentation, we're talking about positioning ourselves, you all. I just was thinking about how, right? He didn't, people come to him, right? People come to him. Let me tell you what I mean. There's a reason why years ago, I decided to name the website that I have attractopportunities.com. You know why, y'all? I never had to look. Believe me or not, that's not the point I'm trying to make. I know for a fact that you can attract what you want if you're in position. You know that AD, the guy that told Deion Sanders to come to not told him, but asked him to come? He didn't have the money, y'all. He didn't have the money. He said it on the news. He didn't care. He said, we gonna get the money. It was $29.8 million. He said, we don't have the money yet. He didn't have the money. But we want him. Y'all see the Kentucky Fried Chicken, the Nike even came to him. Like he's just what, y'all? In position. The same is true for you. When I tell you, all I had to do was position myself on LinkedIn. And if you in the Facebook group, for those that don't know me and new to me and think this woman crazy, if you're in the Facebook group, I want you to go back. Robert will tell you, Susan will tell you, Tivia will tell you. If you go back and look at the thing, I showed my inside, did not, y'all? I showed inside of my, I think Derek was on there too. I showed inside of my LinkedIn, my messages. I had messages I hadn't opened. It was so many. It's possible, you all. Again, when I started this conversation, what did I say? Let's change our perspective because I know, because I'm just like you. Me and you, we a lot alike. Because we've been on earth for a long time, sometimes our perspective and our mind gets jaded by our experiences and things that we went through, and we don't think it's possible because, you know what, I've been applying and nobody contact me, and I never get a raise, and I never win a contest, and you're not in position. That's it. That's all. It is possible. Like I'm just fascinated by Dion and how he don't have to do it. And I was watching the thing and like 60 Minutes is going to be there this week when 60 Minutes at a college football game. Is it me? Maybe y'all think I'm nuts. I don't know. But all I know is this. It's true. I know for a fact you got to keep God first. Let me say that and let me be clear. And I also know you have to be in position. If you've been working for all these years and you haven't even touched your resume, but you wonder how come this, how come Clifford got the job? How come Latasha didn't get? How come I didn't get it? How come Latasha and Linson got the job and I didn't get it? What type of position? What are you doing? What value are you bringing to the company? Are you just coming in every day doing the same work you've been doing? I remember just one candidate, and then we're gonna go to the comments. This one candidate, y'all, I'll never forget. He said he was proud of it. Y'all know I've been in tech, right? And he said, I know mainframe, I know Cobalt, I know this. And I'm like, they 10 years old, my friend. But I didn't say that. You know, I couldn't do that. I couldn't hurt anybody, like, because he was so proud. But I was like, ding, ding, ding. This is why. Hello. Let me see what y'all talking about. Let me be quiet. Susan, you know how I get. Susan, let me see what y'all saying. Do y'all with me? Yeah, Jay Rich, that's right. 60 Minutes college game day. Y'all, I'm not tripping. Like, all you have, he ain't did the man. He just being him with the confidence. So when I hear people like, I get there's age discrimination. Trust me, I know that. That don't define you. Don't adopt that label on your head. If somebody say that they moved on with another candidate, they didn't reject you. They just went for somebody else. Don't use that as a blanket statement that you are a reject, because you're not. It just wasn't for you. That's one job. There's thousands of them out there. Let me shut up. What y'all saying? What am I saying? What y'all saying? Let me see what y'all saying. Because y'all know. Shanko, what's up? Shanko said, re-up on the skill set. Tech-friendly upgrades. There you go. What's up, Susie Q? Tivia! Tenure is no longer antiquated. There you go, Ange. That's it. Oh, thank you, Jay Rich. Y'all hit the like button. If you like it, hit the like button, y'all. That's right, Janelle got to do the work, but it's the truth. They don't care. Janelle could tell y'all. She in HR. They don't care, y'all. They don't care how long you've been doing it. I even have to tell myself, shut up, Kelly. Nobody care. They want to know, can you get the results? You say you can get the interview. Can you do that? We're talking about how long you did a thing. Are you old and antiquated? Can you do it? Listen, I'm with you. I'm with you. Cliff said, try pursuing internal networks at my previous job in other locations, but wasn't successful in making any connections. Is it normal for that to happen? You tried to pursue internal networks at my previous job in other locations, but you weren't successful. How many did you try, Clifford? How many did you try and how did you try? Tell me that. How many and how did you try? Lady Lowe said, great information. Thank you, hon. Thank you. Camille. What's up, Camille? No lies. Camille said, no lies were told this evening. No lies. What's up, Coretta? Great info. Derek said, on point as always. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. I'm back at it, working on update. Who is that Facebook user? Who is that over there? Y'all get in the group. Working on updating my channel. There you go. Clifford said, have you ever thought about creating a Slack channel for this group, or do you already have you know what? Who is that? Clifford, you know what I did create? But here's what I be thinking, y'all. And y'all can eat me up in the comments if you want to. I'm like, they not going to do it. I created a Discord. It's already up. I have it on my phone right here. I created a Discord. I promise you, Clifford, I promise. I don't know if y'all can see it. I created a Discord and I said, they're not going to do it. So this is my Discord right here. This is for us. But I'm the only one in there. But I would love it for us to talk during the week because stuff be popping off. Clifford, me and you be thinking alike. Yeah, I've created a Discord for us. But if y'all want to get in Slack, I'm okay with that. Y'all tell me. Like, I'm down for it. I'm down. Because I think stuff happens, right? through the week and we want to share. Like, I'm down for it. But I already created, but I'll be like, no, they're not going to do it. I'm like, they don't have time. Like, this is how I'll be thinking in my mind about y'all. Because I'll be sitting here, I'm like, I want to talk to y'all, see what Latasha doing. what Camille doing right now. I did it, Clifford. I did it. If y'all want to, I'm happy to create it. Y'all let me know. We can do it. Okay, we'll do it together. Latasha said, I love football. I love football. I love football, Tasha. Angela said, wow, that was an amazing presentation. Oh, thanks, Ange. Always showing love. Angela be over there on YouTube showing me so much love. Y'all hit the like button. I love you. I love you. I love you, Miss Hope. So true. Latasha said, that's exactly what he said. This has always been Deontay. He's just a go. Ain't it something? Here's the other takeaway. Is it time to go? Because y'all know I keep going. Okay. Here's the other takeaway, y'all. He is our age for most of us on here. He's 56, right? He's just getting started. I think it's a beautiful thing. Here's what I had to realize. Here's what I had to realize. And God shared this with me. All of those years that I was in recruiting, and I even climbed the ladder a little bit in talent acquisition. You know, I was at Accenture. I went to Microsoft and all of that. All of that, y'all, what God dropped in my spirit, that was training for this. And that was 30 years. Ain't that something? So imagine if you're frustrated where you are right now. Imagine if you're thinking about, you know what, there's got to be more. You know what, there's got to be more. Because I thought I was done with recruiting. Y'all heard the story. Y'all know I was done. I was like done. But then it was like, this is why I always say starting over is not like starting from scratch. I didn't know there were other opportunities for what I've done. And I know for some of y'all, I said I wasn't going to keep beating y'all over the head with this, but on October 7th, I'm having a accelerator class talking about, I put on there consultant because I didn't know what to call it, to be honest. I didn't change the name several times, but I'm just going to share with y'all. And I want to talk about it now, but I'm not. There's so many levels, y'all. There's so many levels. And I've been studying just so that I don't care if it's 3 people in there. I'm going to give y'all the game because it's a game. Business is a game. It's a game, y'all. And this is chess. There's levels. And I don't care what it is you do. I don't care what you do. I don't care what it is you do. And some of us shrink, some of us play small, some of us suppress, and we don't have room in corporate to do what we want to do. There's no room. We hit the ceiling. There's no growth. We don't feel challenged. We want to do something. We want to build something. We want to solve some problems. We want to do. And I've talked to most of you all, and I know you do. And some of y'all tell me, right, that I don't feel, and sometimes it's not even about the money. It's like, I feel like I'm losing my skills. You're on here now, and they said that to me. I said, I feel like I'm losing my skills. And I know that feeling. But I promise you, the reason why I'm having this class is because different, like tonight, I'm going to always try to challenge your perspective on things because nobody told me. I had to get out in the trenches and learn it from, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've been missing this the whole time. It's so many levels to this business game, y'all. And it's not about starting your own business if you don't want to, but there's levels that you can leverage your skills, your experience, and your knowledge. You don't have to take what's given. You can attract like Dion did. You can attract. You don't have to be a Hall of Famer. You don't have to be in the a person that's in the media and all of that. It is possible. Little old me. And I'm going to show them people that have reached out to me that I didn't even know this. I just didn't know it was possible. I didn't know it was possible. Latasha said, so true. I said, that's exactly what he said. This has always been Deon. That's right. Listen said, I agree. Most or all of them started in mail rooms, call centers, and other departments as temps or direct hire in low-level positions. And now they feel they've gotten somewhere, stub their noses. Yeah, that's true. Thanks, Susie Q. I appreciate that. Great information. Amen. I love it. Clifford said, that reminds me of a coaching talk about the position you're in for a job. I didn't call you, you called me. Right. Susan said, I need a plan. I got you. I want to see y'all on the 7th. I'm telling you, I'm going to blow your mind. I promise you, because it's stuff I didn't know. I'm going to blow your mind. And I was on a call today, y'all. And y'all are going to get that information. There's levels. Let me tell you a little bit of what I learned. They said something that I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, I wish I could play it for y'all because I recorded it. I don't know if I was supposed to, but I just couldn't take it. Let me see if I can think of how they said it. They said they said it was a game, right? And they said that, I know I wrote it down. Hold on. I got to say it. I wrote it down because it was so good. Now, where is it? Lord have mercy. Oh, I think I don't think I put it on this one. I got so many notebooks. All right, let me keep going because I've been did the whole class. Let me keep going. Let me just be quiet. There are no longer, Angela, I was thinking the same thing. I said, somebody going to say, well, Kelly, what about the gold watches at the end of the corporate? I was going to say the same thing. You can take those gold watches to Target or Walmart or Kroger or Publix or whatever your Wegmans, wherever y'all at. Oh, y'all remember a few videos ago, maybe it was a few months ago, we talked about, I think it was in a new, we need to bring that segment back. Y'all know, like career news? Maybe we'll do that. Man worked at Burger King, never late. I think it was like 40 years. Y'all know the story. 40 or something years. You know what he got? What Angela said. And social media was up in a tizzy because he showed it and he was happy. He got a certificate. He got the watch. And I think they gave him like a cake or something. 40 something years, never late and never missed a day. No money though. Y'all keep that doggone watch. You understand me? You keep that watch. Listen, y'all, we got to be responsible for us decisions. Clifford said 3 to 4 different departments. I forgot the question, Clifford. Let me see what you said, because I know I asked you. Have you ever thought about creating, the Slack channel? What else did you say? Oh, pursuing internal networks at my previous job in other locations, but wasn't successful in making connections. Is it normal for that to happen? Sometimes, like some people don't want to connect, right? I'm not saying everybody will, but listen, if you don't reach out, what it does, here's the thing, y'all. The work works on you. You're not going to learn how to swim reading a book on how to swim. You got to jump in the water, right? Even when you're reaching out to people, it's okay, Clifford. Be proud of yourself for just reaching out. If you're on LinkedIn, what I would do is I would send messages, right? And talk casually. I think because people think it's LinkedIn is so professional and stuffy and whatever, it's time out for that. People want the real deal. People too smart these days. Like, let's be who we are and say, hey, John, remember I used to work with you at Coca-Cola. I was over in so-and-so. I saw you and I wanted to connect and network with you. The thing that happens as a recruiter, one thing that I used to couldn't stand when people reached out to me and say, hey, Kelly, I want to apply for that software engineer role at Microsoft. Okay. Like, can you say hello? Right? I didn't answer any of them. Right? Treat me as a human, not as something you want. Treat me as a human. If I came on here and just sold to y'all, like, buy this, y'all be like, I'm out of here. People too smart for that. So I would say, hey, John, this is Clifford from Coca-Cola. I worked in the QA department. I know you were over in sales. We interacted a few times. How you doing? I see you over there so-and-so. Right. Let him write back or let him connect. I wanted to connect with you on so-and-so. Right. I wanted to connect with you and, I'm trying to increase my network. I wanted to connect with you. Let him connect. Hey, Clifford, how you doing? I'm good. And then go into, anything you've been thinking about. So how is it over there at 7-Up? whatever. But I think sometimes we think that that platform is so stuffy, and it's not. It's just people. The same people that's on LinkedIn is on Facebook. It's the same people. It's just different platform. So I think when we're networking, I think one, let's just be real. Not saying that you weren't, Clifford. I'm just sharing this with everyone. But I think let's have a conversation like me and you talking right now. Let's just have a conversation. Hey, remember me? I'm so and so like that, whatever. And then two, I think most importantly, and this is something I share with my clients, let's be strategic. What's the reason you're reaching out? Because everybody's selfish. Everybody in it for something. Everybody has an agenda. That's just the world that we're in. We're very self-centered. So let's be strategic. And I had someone I was working with that had all these contacts. And I said, well, let's reach out to something. Didn't know none of them. Right? And I talk to people like, how many in your phone right now, if you got a flat tire, how many of those people that's in your contacts can you call? A lot of people just have a handful. So let's be strategic with who we are connecting with and networking with. And let's think about why we're doing that. Remember, I told you all the story, and I'm gonna be quiet. When I was working and I wanted to work at LinkedIn because I wanted to work for Jeff Weiner. I loved him as a leader. I followed him, I stalked him. I wanted to work for that man. And when I put something in my head, it's a wrap. Like I'm just going after it. And so I had met in Microsoft and LinkedIn, right? They merged and whatever. Or one of them bought or however it went. And I'm like, bet, let me get into Microsoft. And then because I had tried, I wasn't able to get into LinkedIn. Now I hadn't applied. There was nothing there for me to go for that I wanted, that I knew that I could do. So I was going to go this way. I'm going to get into Microsoft, then I'm going to go to LinkedIn. And then Jeff stepped down. So I share that to say, be strategic about your network, because I had connected with a few recruiters over at LinkedIn. Right. And I was just having conversations with them. I sent a couple of them like $10 Starbucks cards and whatever, had to keep me on their list if something popped up, and they, got on Zoom calls with me and things like that. Like I was really networking because I was adamant. But that's just me. I'm not saying you have to do that. I think just being strategic. I know that's a long answer to your question. Angela, there are no gold watch. Can you post what your disco check? Oh, yes, I can. I'm excited. It's going to be me and you, Clifford. Yes. I named it, y'all. I named it for us. I promise you I did this. I promise. It's called Season. Want me to write it down? Let me write it down. I'm so excited. It's called Season. I was thinking about us. I promise. Seasoned Success Society. Now, I think I can invite you. I think it would be, here's what I'm going to send it because I said I'm going to send it. But what I'll do, you all, because I don't know how to get it on the web. I know how to get it on the phone. But next week, I'll have a link, and that way you can just jump in, right? It's an invite. That'll be so fun. That'll be fun. I don't know how, Jay. I don't know how. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know how. I'm looking for like an invite thing that I can share, but I don't have one. It's just, that's all I have. Can y'all see it? This is what it says. And it's just me in there. Here's all the other ones I'm in. I'm in a lot of different Discords. Now, y'all, I will tell y'all, and this is way off topic, but if I can print, these are the other ones that I'm in. Can y'all see them? Now, there's one called, can y'all see? One of them, maybe you can't see. One of them has a lot of settlement claims in there. Remember I was talking about that? I think I was telling Lady Lola that one time. But yeah, y'all, it's just me. Come on in. If somebody tell me how, I'll get the link so we can invite each other. But I think that would be so fun. Anyway. Anyway, let's get on it. Discourse like, oh, you guys are down? I'm not even reading. Y'all down? Jay, what do I do, Clifford, y'all? What do I do? Derek says continuous personal professional improvement plus minimum 3-year plan plus. Y'all know Professor Derek gonna break it down for us. Y'all know Professor Derek is gonna break it down. Now, when you get in Discord, now I want y'all in there. You got to break that down for us, Derek. Y'all see what Derek wrote, right? He said continuous personal. He always summarized for us, y'all. We don't ever have to not worry about a recap. continuous personal professional improvement, plus minimum 3-year plan, plus drive to succeed equal success. There you go. There you go. Let me see what y'all saying. Camille, Slack is new to me. I'd love to participate. Oh, yay! I have both. I got my team on Slack, but I have other channels that I'm in. Let me see. Where's Slack at, y'all? So I got all kind of stuff. Y'all see? Y'all see my phone? I got Slack on there. I got Slack right here. And then the Discord one looks like this. And if you go to the App Store, where is it, y'all? Right here. It's that little, it looks like a mask. That's the Slack. Here is, I'm showing y'all all the stuff. Let me show you. Here's the threads. I know y'all can't see it, but here's me. You can't see it. You can't see it. This is the threads. Here's the threads I'm on. And this was me on Sunday. See, I was talking about the game. Great game, buffs. Here is the biggest story in sports. I don't know what I'm saying. So much to learn. See, that's me. I was commenting. That's me. I was going off on the game. Okay, y'all. Yes, I don't know how, Derek. I don't know how. I don't know what to do. It's proof that if you continue to apply yourself, new opportunities. That's it, y'all. See, Facebook user. I don't know who that is in Facebook. That's right, though. If you continue to apply, let me get back on topic, y'all. If you continue to apply yourself, I promise you all. But here's the key now. I don't want to sell a pipe dream. You have to be in position. You have to be in position. And it's getting tighter and tighter talking about the market. You have to be in position, meaning all of your professional documents should be relevant. And I started to talk about that today, but I didn't. I just didn't. We'll talk about it though. You have to have yourself, you should not have a career that spans 20 or not even 1 decade and not have your stuff updated, you all. It's a travesty. That's not cool. That's not cool. You have to take care of it. I put that on one of the platforms. Do not have a career that you're super proud of and you don't have the documents to match. And here's the thing. Here's what happens. That's why we get so frustrated. Because you wonder why. Well, why isn't this happening? Even at work. Why haven't they given me a raise? Why did I only get 2%? How come I didn't get a bonus? How come I'm not being tapped for a project? That people, you have to advocate for yourself. And even on LinkedIn, I shared this also. Even now on LinkedIn, if I worked at Coke and I had a global project manager role, I can go on LinkedIn to see who works at Coke that fits the job that I'm looking for. So even your LinkedIn pro, it's imperative, you all. And I'm maybe next week, because I got so much information on this. If you are midlife, you're going to be needed. You can ask Robin, you can ask Susan, you can ask Tivia, how long? I've been saying this for 2 years. I have a video inside of the Facebook group where you can see facts. I said, hold on, we will be needed. For those that feel like they are being discriminated against, we are going within this decade. We're outpacing the younger demographics. There will be more of us than them, y'all. You will be needed. But let me tell you, again, I don't want to paint a picture. You have to have your stuff together. All right, I ain't going to beat that down no more, but I'm just saying. Don't say Kelly said, well, they're going to need it. They will. But I'm telling you, they just not going to hire you just to hire you. Okay. Ann says she can start. Jerry said Noah was in the wilderness for 40 years after training for. I'm going to throw this at you, Jay. I'm going to throw it at you. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to throw this at you, Jay. Y'all, we in training. It was like an aha moment for me. I was like, oh my gosh. All that crying, all those experiences, all that supervisor at UPS telling me I never would be in management. She had pleasure in telling me that. All of that. And I felt this small, like you know how your heart hurt. You can't it's like an ache when somebody just like, ugh. But I believed her. I adopted. That's why life and death is in the power of the tongue. Somebody can tell you something, you will wear it and believe it forever. That's why some people think when they go to a job and they don't get it, I'm a reject. No, you're not. No, you're not. It wasn't meant for you. If we change our perspective, oh, that wasn't for me. That's just one person who had a thought that, you know what, we have another person that we want to hire. Okay, congratulations to them. Can you provide some feedback? Maybe you know somebody in your network that I would be a great fit for. Can you imagine responding like that versus, oh, they rejected me? Imagine the feedback you would have and how you could be working on continuous learning and getting better. But some of us don't even ask for feedback. When you're in your one-on-one, in your touch base, hey, do you see any gaps or areas of opportunities? You know, given my experience, given what so far this quarter or last quarter, given all the work and everything that I've achieved so far this year, are there any areas of opportunities that you see? What are my blind spots? Our bosses are never asked that question. And then when you get into your what's that in the March? What's it called? Performance review. Well, I ask you if there were areas of opportunities. Why are you waiting until now to tell me, to give me this feedback? I was proactive. Remember on the slide that said be proactive? I was proactive. These are things you could work on. You know what, Kelly? When we're in meetings, I'd love to see you step up. I would love to hear some of your perspectives and point of view on certain topics. I would love to see that from you. And you know what I do whenever we have a meeting and I see it come on and it's for next week, I look at the subject of the meeting and I write it down. Okay, we're going to be talking about hiring diverse candidates. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go out and before the meeting next week, I'm going to go and do some research on the diversity just right here in Alpharetta. I'm going to see, you know what? There is the makeup. There's more women in the Alpharetta area than there are men. So maybe if we go to Kennesaw State where there's a lot of, I got something to say. That's taking initiative. That's taking control and owning my career. Because it's not up to my employer. It's not up to my boss. It's my career. And if you're telling me that you want the feedback that you're giving me, here it is. And I'm going to put in my career journal. The topic was diverse hires. And we don't have enough women in here. I brought up the topic of so-and-so. And as a result, I was given the initiative to go out to the community and to link up with something. And then I'm going to take that from my career journal. That's going to go on my resume. That's going to go on my LinkedIn profile. Because when I leave here, that program, that initiative is still going to be in play. And when I go for that director role at the next job, I can talk about how I took the initiative to bring in more women into this company, and that program is still in play as of today. That's a mic drop moment. Y'all think I'm nuts, don't y'all? I'm gonna let y'all go. I didn't know it was 9:15. Y'all know how I get. Y'all know. Okay, let me see. Let me keep going. First 40 years, Jay. I got you. Talking about Dion. Oh, okay. I got you. It's a game and it's all about who you know. Derek said, I'll need the video for the video on the 7th so I can watch it later. I already know that will be working. Is that possible? Oh, we'll see, D. We'll see. Because I got to record it. You know how long that take to download. It's amazing what he's doing. I love football. I love it. I remember the story. Yes, Angela, it's so true. I started my entrepreneur journey in 2015 and gained personal development in a huge way. What's beyond corporate will blow. It will blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. I remember that. Elizabeth, been missing you. All been in minority business workshop at local chamber of commerce, listening on the drive home, loving it. Yes. Johanna, hello, welcome. What do you do if you don't receive feedback from recruiters or managers after asking several times? You move on. You just move on. We don't wait, Johanna. We don't wait, right? We don't wait. We ain't got that many summers, right? It's a time thing, right? And when you're applying for jobs, it's a volume play. Everything's a game. We're playing chess, not checkers. It's a volume play. Now, the thing is, you do not want to just throw something on the wall or go to Indeed or ZipRecruiter or wherever you're going and just, I'm gonna apply for this, I'm gonna apply for this, I'm gonna apply for this. Because what's gonna happen 30 days later, you're gonna be back in the market again. You want to be strategic. Like I was telling Clifford, you want to be strategic about your job searching because there's a strategy for everything. Hey, Erica, Microsoft purchase link. Yes, okay. I knew, you know what I was saying, Erica. You know what I was saying. I appreciate that. Is this an app? Yes, it is an app. Include me, please. Are they apps we download from that? Yes, it's an app. I don't know where Clifford go. Or Jay, how can we figure this out? I didn't know y'all would be interested. I love y'all so much. That would be so much fun. Are you? Yes, I am a Falcons fan, Janelle. I know y'all gonna talk about me, but I am. Oh, they played them on Sunday. Where are they? Here? Derek said, I'll look into that and email you the results. Okay. Tom. Hey, Tom. Okay. Rise up. That's right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go. Was this good? Y'all hit the like button. Was this good? Did we have fun tonight? I appreciate y'all. It was a rough day. I needed y'all. I told my daughter before, I was like, okay, I gotta, this is why I need y'all like I do. Erica said, I asked a question earlier about tenure rule going beyond 10 years. My bad, Erica, let me see what you said. What'd you say? Can you go beyond 10 years? If that's what you're saying, you can, but you don't have to. You don't want your, I don't see it, Erica. I would stay right at 10 years. I wouldn't even, for some, you don't even need to go beyond that. It really, just like the presentation, you want to change your perspective, even on your documents, you all. Because I'm guilty as well. We think about everything we've done. And I'm not just talking about you, Erica. I'm not talking about you. We think about everything we've done and we want to put all of that on paper. But we have to think about the reader of our document. Not so much about us, but the person, a decision maker that's going to read the document. What is it that they want to see? If I want to be a director of operations, and I know that I was a project manager. I sold life insurance. I worked at CVS. I was a recruiter. But, the last 5 years, I really have been in, I was a supervisor of operations and I became a manager. That's all I'm going to put. You don't have to put everything because I already know what we think. That if they see everything I've done, and if they, being decision makers, recruiters, hiring managers, if they see all of that, then I'm going to look more favorable. But we just learned it's value-based. Erica has been in a supervisor of, she's been of operations for UPS and DHL. So now you're applying over at FedEx. Oh, she knows this. She knows this. Oh my gosh, you streamlined the process. Oh, you automated the way that we dispatch the people out. That's all they care about. So, long answer to your question. You do not have to go back all the years. I would say this, put on there, tailor your resume. Where did I do? I did a video. I think it's on YouTube. It's a video I did. It's in a playlist. It's called Resume Talk 2. I have a Resume Talk 1 and I have a Resume Talk 2. I show you exactly. I talk about, yes, it's on YouTube. I talk about 3 things when it comes to your resume. I think I uploaded it. Yeah. Go look at that one, okay? I don't know if that was helpful, Erica. Let me know. All right, y'all. What else? What I'm saying? Help, let me know, Erica. Did that help? Did I answer your question? Go Pack Go. Oh, this coming Sunday. Okay, got you. It was fantastic. Thank you, Jay Rich. Awesome information. Oh, I'm so glad y'all like it. Okay, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Nothing. It might be me, Derek. It might be me. I'll go and play with it and see. Okay. I need to up my game because this stuff is driving me crazy. Don't cry. Thanks for the fee. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. And yeah. Let me also, you all, if anybody wants to talk, if you know that you need to revamp, you need to update your documents, and if you want this done for you, I get it done in 7 days, right? I make it relevant. And last week, no, 2 weeks ago, that's not true. It was 2 weeks ago. We talked about, I was going to talk about that today too, but I need to do some more digging. The what's it called, y'all? The profile relevancy score. I got some information on that. I touched on it when we had our AI conversation last month, but I got some more information. But I want to get it all together, and I'm going to share some stuff with you all. If you know you need to update your marketing documents as we are going into fourth quarter, rounding the corner to 2024, if you know you have a career that has spanned decades, please, y'all, don't neglect your how you market yourself. The first thing that a decision maker is going to see, and even if you're working internally, they're going to ask for your resume. And they're going to look at your LinkedIn profile. Schedule a call with me if this is something that you want to take a deeper dive in. If you just want some direction on next steps, if you're thinking about a career transition, I'm super, super happy. You can tell how passionate I am about it. You want someone passionate. You don't want nobody fixing your car and changing the engine, and they just do it because they want to give. You want somebody passionate about being a mechanic, right? I want somebody passionate, and I want them to have some results. I check Google reviews. Do y'all? I check them reviews. All right, y'all. I love y'all lots. Stacy! Okay, hon. Here's my link. Schedule some time with me if you want to take a deeper dive. I'm happy to help. I love you all, and we're back. Y'all made my day. It was a rough day for me. Y'all made my day. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. For Slack, there's a place where you can add a workspace, and then you can create the workspace. Haven't done it. I can do Slack. I think Slack would be better, honestly, Clifford. I had the Discord. The reason why I got the Discord is because we can go live, and like on like the video, like we can be in there live, and we can the audio. I don't know if Slack does that, but I'm happy to do Slack, y'all. Let's think about it. Next week we'll make a decision. We'll vote. Or I'll put it on the YouTube. There's a section. Let me show you real quick, because I think y'all be missing my little posts. I'll be posting on it. I'll be posting. Y'all see how y'all got me talking? Let me show y'all this, and I promise I'll let you go. I post on there. Did y'all see? I make posts on there. Oh, look at me. I'm live. Did y'all see? I make posts on. Can you go to Kelly Jackson? Yes, you can. Hold on, y'all. I promise we're gonna hang up. Right here. Entire YouTube, right here. So right here, y'all. If you go, let me see. Can y'all see this? Right here, community. I make posts in here congratulating our team. Congratulations to our prompt engineer graduates. Those that took the course that I shared. Y'all can't see it, huh? Okay. It's not showing you because I don't see it. Can y'all see it? Oh, yeah, y'all can see it. Right here, I make posts right here. So what I can do, you all, I can drop the Discord here. Okay, I will do a poll. Let's do a poll. I'll put a poll here, right? And then I'll stop sharing. So I'll put it on the YouTube. I'll put a poll for those that want to do what's it called? Yeah, Slack and Discord. Okay. If you subscribe, it will be in your feed on YouTube. Oh, it will. Oh, so you mean the community? You know, I don't know, Stacy. The community thing? The community post? Okay, yeah. So I'll put up a poll, okay? All right, I'm gonna let y'all go. I know it's late. I love y'all. Thank you so much for joining. We're back here next week, and we'll do the thing next week, okay? I'll do a poll on there. Thanks for joining, you all. Have a great night. Bye. Bye.